What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hidden Oaks Homestead. We've got another Christmas tree talk.
A Christmas tree talk, not a barn talk, because we can't be out in the barn today anyway.
The weather's moving in.
Yes, I think it's been swiping the nation, hasn't it? It's
Swiping?
like sweeping?
Sweeping the nation.
Sweeping.
Our friends, the Naked Gardeners, were talking a couple of days about...
Yesterday.
It was like 2 days ago.
No, it was like yesterday.
Yesterday, they had really bad weather come through, and they were dodging tornadoes.
And hanging out in closets.
And they have sent it east to us.
Thanks, Tori.
And we're thankful for that. It's getting real bad. Today we spent a lot of time with the animals, trying to get everybody ready.
Making sure everything is situated, all the shelters are available, nothing's blocking anywhere, nothing's gonna turn into projectiles, hopefully. And just keeping them stocked up in hay and water and having somewhere to go, because really that's all we can do with this weather. I can't talk with this weather. There's a lot of TH sounds.
God has just let them hunker down and ride it out. It's not a hurricane or anything, but it's pretty nasty weather.
So I was supposed to hold a Christmas party for my office today. I canceled it and moved it to tomorrow, because tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful. Sunshine, 60 degrees, beautiful day. But we have this weather today. And it's not going to be pretty. I'm a little worried, because I've been through severe weather and all these warnings and tornado warnings, and you get all these little pop-ups and red flags everywhere. And I kind of got used to that. We don't have this stuff in Germany. But this time, because they have like this risk scale, right? 1 through 5 with severe weather. And today on the scale of 1 to 5, we're on a 4. So, I'm a little bit worried. He likes to laugh at me, but...
No,
he's very amused.
I'm just laughing about, we're not used to this in Germany.
We're not.
Yeah, but you left Germany when you were 22.
I know, and I came over here and you got all this crazy weather.
Okay, but you should almost be used to...
I'm not.
All the crazy weather now.
Who is used to tornadoes? Do you get used to tornadoes? Is that something that people get used to?
You've never been in a tornado.
I have no desire to ever be in one.
Hopefully you won't be.
Yeah, hopefully.
But it's scary. It just hit me when you're always talking about in Germany we do this, in Germany and you've almost been here as long as you
I've been gone from Germany a long time, but think about it though. We were in the Middle East for 7 years of my 20 of not being in Germany, which we didn't have any weather in the UAE either. We had like sandstorms.
Yeah. But I'm not just talking about
tornadoes.
About weather. I'm just talking about just in life. When you're like, we don't do that in Germany.
Well, we don't.
But you left Germany when you were 22.
It's still me, okay? This is what I grew up with.
Yeah, you're right.
This is what I grew up with.
We don't do that.
I was driving home today after getting the kids, and we see all these power lines, and I don't know why Florida hasn't done this, because of all the severe weather all the time. All of our power lines are above ground. Why?
It's the way we've always done it.
Why?
In Germany, all the power lines are underground.
And guess what? When a blizzard comes through, everybody still has power.
I really, that's one thing she's got me stumped on, is I cannot, maybe you guys know, maybe somebody is an electrical engineer and you can
money.
Explain why in America we still have power lines on poles and why we just don't run them underground. I'm sure there would be some initial cost up front, but it looks so much cleaner.
Yes.
When you don't have I just imagine in my house if just wires were running all over the place.
Jeez.
We don't do that because
it doesn't look so great.
Doesn't look great, but we do it here.
Yeah, and we dust real quick and oops. We broke a power line.
That's the way we've always done it. And then every year, Florida, the South in general, has a hurricane somewhere.
Oh yeah.
And then power's out, and then every power company
sends all their linemen
everywhere for.
Which thank you to our linemen.
Yeah, maybe
it's a really tough job.
I'm sure there's some linemen on watching, like, hey, I need to.
We passed. I
told
you about this. We had some linemen passing us by today because they were driving in to check out which trees they need to cut down.
Yeah, we had them come onto our property today. Apparently, looking at.
They come out they do drive-bys by the. Well, they do drive-bys.
Drive-bys.
Well, they drive by the lines.
Yeah. Okay.
The exposed power lines everywhere because, well, we also have a lot of trees in Florida, and these trees grow every year. So we do have to come out every so often and cut those trees back so that they don't interfere with the power lines, or the next hurricane comes through and plop, we just fall on top of the power line.
And you said they were on our property?
No, they were outside the gate looking to get in. Obviously, they don't have the code. So it's like, hey, do you live in there? Like, yeah, it's my house. Yeah. so they're going to come. They're going to cut down trees and limbs and stuff. And so I asked them, it's like, so once they have the limbs and the trees cut down, don't you guys have a chipper coming after that? It's like, yes, we do. It's like, and that chipper is going to be by my house? Yes, it is. Well, you can leave all those wood chips right there. I'll take them all. It's like, yes, score. But it's going to be like 8 months.
8 months?
8 months before the wood chipper shows up. They're going to cut down the limbs and the trees, but the wood chipper doesn't come through until like 8 months later.
So they're just going to leave everything?
Just going to leave everything. I mean, we're in a hunting camp. Who's going to come play?
Oh, I thought you meant on our property.
Well, on our property too, yes.
Well, okay.
But anyway, that's just part of country life, I guess. Part of Florida life with power lines.
Yeah.
It's all right. We'll get free wood chips out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good.
So, Zachary and I spent our weekend butchering a pig.
Yes. It was the first time Zachary actually helped.
Yeah, so I've done it a few times. During deer season, whenever I have a pig to process for customers, instead of loading up live pigs, which is always fun, and putting them on a trailer and taking them to the processor live, during hunting season they shut that down. So if I want to take a pig to be processed during hunting season, I have to dispatch it and quarter it myself, and put it in a cooler and take it up like somebody would do
with a deer.
Because they're just so swamped with deer right now. They just can't handle live animals coming in for slaughter. Apparently, I don't know the ins and outs, but apparently.
Well, I mean, that's just how the business originally is built around
deer season
and wild game. And of course, they have the license to butcher other stuff too, which they do for the rest of the year. But if you need butchering support during hunting season,
this is where they make their money.
That's not happening.
But the pig that we put down, that we skinned and quartered up to take, it was the biggest pig the biggest hog that we have done on our property so far. I bought a scale on Amazon just to hang the gambrel off of. So when we put it up in the air, I know how much the pig weighs. And this guy was 325 pounds, the biggest one. And it was
pig.
Also the first time that Zachary was actually more hands-on with us. There's been times where he's came down and he's checked it out. But this time, from start to finish, Zachary was right there with me through the whole process. He didn't get a lot of knife work or anything, but anything I needed, hey, Zachary, grab this and bring it to me. And there's a lot of lowering and raising and lowering the hog at different levels so that I'm not on my hands and knees, skinning, just trying to keep him at eye level. So I got Zachary doing a lot of raising and lowering the hog, and it's just
Good assistant work.
yeah, just he's learning, and he doesn't even realize while he's out there what he's learning and the skills that he's learning right now, because he's going to build on that, and next time he's going to get more hands-on, and pretty soon he's going to be doing this on his own.
Yeah.
That's the plan anyway.
Yeah, I mean that was one of our goals when we set out to do this, is to learn to do it ourselves, but then also teach the kids to do this stuff so that down the road they have the skills to do it, whether they continue doing it growing up and when they go out on their own. I mean, that's their choice, but we want to make sure that we teach them these skills so that if they want to and if they need to, they have those skills to build on and to use and do whatever they want with it.
Yeah, it was just awesome to have him out there with me, and just knowing that he's learning and he doesn't even realize what he's learning, and the next time he'll be quicker with what needs to be done, and we'll be able to build on that the next time. And I shared it on...
We shared it on our Facebook page.
Our Facebook
like our
page.
farm Facebook page. That,
like our personal Facebook page.
No, our farm Facebook page.
Yes, our personal farm Facebook page.
Right, where we share all the farm stuff that we're doing around here.
And it really, we took some pictures. We took some pictures of him with the hog. And
nothing gore, just
nothing gory,
just no.
You know, and then a picture of the hog in the final stages. And I just wanted to share it because it was awesome.
It was a proud moment
for him to have gone through that for the day.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of people comment, you know, that's awesome.
Way to go.
That you're getting him
job.
involved. It's great to see Zachary learning. And then we had a comment.
Then we had a little bit of negativity. And I mean, that's the thing is, when we put stuff out there, it's there to show people that if we can do it, you can do it too. And the thing is, the more the page grows, the more it's exposed to the general public, and people see posts. Maybe it's something that is promoted or somebody else shared it somewhere or whatever, because it's a public post, right? Everybody has access to it and they can share it. There might be some people that don't necessarily follow our page, right? This is not part of their interest, right? But they see it and it's like, oh, I don't want to see this. And instead of scrolling past, they got to say something. And I mean, you know, it's fine.
It's the internet.
It's fine. That's the internet. And the thing is, if you put something on the internet, you need to expect people you can expect people to say something, whether they like it or not, and whether that's positive or not. And, you know, the thing is, it's going to happen and it's fine. I was a little bit disappointed because it's like, well, you're kind of messing up a proud moment for this 11-year-old boy, you know? It's like, did you really have to? Like, okay, it's fine. It wasn't anything mean, but it was a little bit negative and not really something that I wanted to see on something where my son has a really proud moment. But it is what it is. Yeah,
it was a lot of, it's disgusting. It was like she doesn't know where food comes from.
Or maybe, I mean, it's a personal choice, whatever. You know, we choose this because we want to know where our food comes from. We want our kids to know where their food comes from. We want them to know that an animal has to live a life and they have to be fed and cared for. And at the end of the day, we know what we fed them. We know how we treated them. We know the kind of life they lived here. They had a great life. I can't say that for a piece of meat I'm buying at the supermarket. I don't know where that came from. I don't know what they lived. They probably never got a nice word or any kind of love or cuddles in their life, ever. And with our meat, I know they do get that.
And that's a big thing for us, is that we raise it the way that we feel like the animals should be raised. We know what went into it. We know how it was fed. We know it was well taken care of. And for somebody, and I don't want to harp on her, but for somebody to criticize the way that we do it when you just think of meat as something that you go get at your local supermarket that is lifeless and it's just a piece of meat wrapped in cellophane, you know, it's kind of ignorant, I would say, to not know that it was alive and you're just looking at it as a piece of meat.
Yeah. But yeah, again, it's the internet. We put stuff out there. It's public, and the thing is, people can think what they want, right? We have our thoughts on how we want to live our life and how we want to raise our kids, and not everybody's going to agree with that, and that's fine. Completely fine. We made this choice for a reason, and we like to live this life, and we like to raise our kids that way. Yeah. And we're never going to judge anybody by the way they live their life or make their choices. You do you, and we do us.
And for us, it's just, for Zachary specifically, in this process, he went with me. I just remember when we bought this pig, we bought 3 of them. One was for our homesteader meetup. This was a pig that we used to give the processing classes. The pork processing classes
that Perry Hill did
at the meetup. And then we had 2 other ones. So we processed another one ourselves, and we still have one left. But when we went to get these pigs, you know, they were tiny piglets, and Zachary got in the pen and he helped
load them.
He helped catch the pigs and load them up. And it's funny because when we went to get the pigs, there were other people there getting pigs too. And one of them was a little girl that rides on the school bus with him. And to him, it was just another day getting pigs. But for that little girl, she was so embarrassed that Zachary was there. And whenever on Monday, when they got on the school bus, she looked at him and she was like, "Do not say anything about me being there with the pigs." She was so embarrassed. And for him, he came home, he's like, I don't know why she was embarrassed. And it was, and to see him going through that and, you know, helping feed through over all these months, and now to be able to put the pig in the cooler and just see the whole process from start to finish for him is awesome. And
yeah,
it's awesome.
It's awesome. We're proud of him.
We're proud of him.
Yeah, we are proud of him. And I mean, we've had a couple of moments these last couple of weeks and months where we're just like, we got some really good kids. We do. We do have really good kids. They help a lot, and they're just, I don't know how to say it. They're just good kids. Yeah. But that's just me talking about my kids. Yeah. So I'm partial, you know.
I'm sure everybody thinks that their kids are great.
Whatever,
kids.
Yeah.
I can hear the thunder. The thunder's starting to roll in.
It really, like this last hour, and I keep on getting the alerts. I
don't know if you guys can hear
Sphinx, but there's this local weather guy here just north of the border here in Alabama in Bruton, and we like to follow him because anytime there's severe weather, he is on 24/7 until the severe weather has passed. So he will tell you exactly, like, all right, if you are within a 1/4-mile radius of this and that corner road in this county in this town, you know where the old Tom Thumb is and this and that. He knows every single little intersection. He'll tell you, all right, it's time to take cover. Go now. So I like that. So it's probably going to be a sleepless night for me. He'll sleep right through it. I just
unless the tornado rips the roof off of the house, I'm gonna sleep like a baby.
I mean, it's that army thing. He just it's just like with food in, done, head on the pillow, out. Like I can't sleep like that.
Sleep while you have a chance. That's
I guess
the way we had to do it in the army.
I guess, yeah, I can't do that. It takes me forever. So when I wake up in the middle of the night, I can't go right back.
Sometimes it takes me a little bit to fall asleep, but once I'm out, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Yeah, usually lay down, your head on the pillow, and within 30 seconds, you're out. You're out.
So,
but what else have we've sold our first calf?
The calf is sold. Our first baby calf born, White Park.
Yeah.
She was a sweetheart.
Yeah, and she went to a farm right down the road, or up the road, whichever way you're coming, south or north. But they were looking for exactly a White Park cow.
When we bought Brody our Highland, the White Park
Mama
heifer came with him. We got him as a package deal. And it's funny because the lady that we sold her calf to was trying to buy the White Park heifer
that we now have as package deal.
That we have. She was trying to buy her. She wanted to buy her separate, and I wanted to buy Brody, the Highland, separate. But the seller was not willing to separate them. So I ended up with all of them, and now she was able to get the calf from us. So
yeah, and she said she got him settled, or her settled.
Yeah.
She's the sweetest thing, and they're working with her every day, and she just loves her. So it's awesome to see, and they're right up the street from us. So, and I think the second calf is going to
her daughter.
Her daughter. So, so it stays in the family. So that is really cool.
So she just kind of had to just play the long game, and she didn't get the White Park originally, but now she's getting the High Park
baby
heifer calf, which she's really excited about.
Yeah, because now, I mean, she has her as a calf, so she has more time to work with her and train her. Whereas, you know, if she would have gotten the mama, she was already set in her ways.
And now that the mom, now that the calf is gone, the mom has gotten a lot friendlier and sweeter.
Well, because she doesn't have anything to protect anymore.
Yeah, well, I understand the ins and outs, but the whys and the whos. But it's cool now that she's gone, that she's starting to be friendly.
It was really just because we separated them the day before they picked her up, just so that we don't have to deal with the whole herd storming in when we're trying to load her. And obviously that night when we separated them, nobody was happy. But as soon as she was loaded and gone, Mama couldn't care less.
Yeah.
She didn't even...
I would say she...
Well, she...
We'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, she didn't moo anymore, so I'm guessing she didn't care.
She was upset for a minute, but we rolled some peanut hay out and it made it all better.
That's true. They didn't... Yeah, once they started eating that peanut hay, that stuff goes down. It's like candy.
Yeah.
They love it.
They love it.
They love it. We just... They went through that round bale of peanut hay, and we rolled out a regular hay yesterday, and they're like...
Yeah.
What's that?
It's always hard putting regular hay out, coastal hay out, after they've had a bale of peanut hay because they've been living, it's like eating
candy.
Eating candy
Yeah.
for a month, and then you roll out mashed potatoes.
There's nothing wrong with mashed potatoes.
We don't want mashed potatoes. We want M&Ms. That's the best way I could explain it.
Yeah, pretty much. So, but yeah, so she's gone, and the little the other little calf is leaving next month. She'll be ready to go.
Yeah, she's got about another month with us.
So bad. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Been a long day. It's dark outside anyway, but I don't know. I'm hoping this moves through pretty quick so that I can get some sleep, because I have a Christmas party to host tomorrow.
Yeah, so we're gonna go right now, and we're gonna hunker down in the bathtub and put a mattress over us, and
We can't fit a mattress in
ride the storm out.
We'll have pots ready.
Hope you guys.
We've got cast iron, so
I hope.
cast iron pots.
What are we gonna do with the cast iron?
Put on our heads for protection.
Why would we do that?
Well, Zachary has a football helmet, I guess.
Okay, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you next time.